Alright, let's see what 𝐂𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐄𝐍𝐓𝐇 type quest we're doing now. And, yeah, I have autism for saying all that.
Wow, everyone got here so early.
Would you expect motherfuckers to be late?
The sun is shining bright today. As soon as that leaf floats past Stonegate, we shall reveal today's poetry theme.
The theme of the second day of the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala is pairing couplets.
Pairing couplets? Oh, I've heard of that. It's a Liyue art form where you have to create new lines of poetry based on fixed rules. Kind of like a fill-in-the-blanks game, but for poetry.
Heaven and earth, rain and wind, the endless sky and the boundless land, forest borers and ocean shrimp,
Well, her hitting the
lavender
fucking
melons and
thriller.
matsutake shrooms. Based on a given line of poetry, you must create the second line to form a pair, or couplet. As long as you take inspiration from the wide world around you, you'll find it's not so difficult after all.
Well, fucking ad-libs or
lines should
mad
be
libs, whatever the
neatly
fuck it's called. We're gonna write it on
complementing
shit.
each other both semantically and rhythmically. In essence, it's just like most other forms of poetry.
To buoy your imaginations and allow the winds of inspiration to fill your sails, we've added an additional component, an inspiration walk.
An inspiration walk?
By inspiration walk, we simply mean wandering around in the wild, taking in the scenery and pocketing any poetic thoughts. Of course, to all our friends, old and new, please be careful while out and about. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is already fully booked for the month ahead, and if there's any more demand, I'll be the only one with a smile on my face.
In short,
So she does
please
make money
roam
on
freely as
biggest
the mood
time.
takes you. Enjoy the spectacular scenery of our two beautiful nations and fill your imaginations with the most pleasing of poetry. We will all reconvene here tonight. Traveler, can you round up Xingqiu, Chongyun, and the Mondstadt contingent? I have a favor to ask of you.
Oh, is it that thing from yesterday?
Yeah, we got you.
Thanks. I'm counting on you. So, we hope that
Oh,
each
Diona
of you
joined us
can
too,
keep
okay.
an eye out for this while you're out on your inspiration walk.
Are you sure this is okay?
All vision
It
wielders.
was just something I ran into, and now we're imposing my business on everyone else.
Oh, please don't say that, Mr. Chongyun. Master Jean ordered us to work with you however we can to improve cooperation. Helping each other out is exactly what we're here for.
Yeah, it's our job. Well, their
Besides,
job.
investigating any strange occurrences near Mondstadt and making a report to the Knights of Favonius is also part of our job.
I don't mind either, because while we're out, I can look for new cocktail ingredients too. Just think of it like an outing with friends. It'll be fun.
Last time we had an outing with friends, he either got bodied by genuine chilies, got his yin yang fucked by juice, or I let a ghost escape. Or we get to kill some monsters in the mountains, which is probably the true ending to that hangout.
The way I see it, you should just humbly accept their willingness to help.
All right. In that case, thank you all very much. I will be sure to repay your kindness someday.
Now, how about we split into two groups for the day?
You mean to cover more ground?
No.
Not just that. Don't forget, this is still part of the Poetry Gala. If we all see the same sights and sounds during our inspiration walk, how can we write unique poems?
That's true. But how do we decide who goes in which group?
Drawing
Why
straws.
don't we draw lots?
Alright.
Yeah! That'll make things even more fun.
What?
Drawing lots? But what if I end up with the Liyue crowd, and I can't think of anything to say to them?
I've got the slips of paper here. Who wants to go first?
We'll go first.
Oh, Paimon! Paimon wants to go first.
Oh, can Paimon be separated from us? Unique experience.
Okay, so that's the Traveler, Paimon, Diona, and Chongyun in one group, and Xingqiu, Mika, and Noelle in the other.
What a relief. At least I'll have Noelle with me.
Then I humbly place myself at your instruction.
Bro,
Oh, I don't think... that won't be...
the fucking by-the-book Psycho Kiddish Navigator, the chivalrous, honor-bound boy, And the fucking Mondstadt's probably most proper non-wannabe knight. Great.
I also await your guidance.
No need to be so formal, man. Yeah. Chill out, bro.
Take care, everyone. See you all tonight.
Ooh, is it gonna split like we're gonna get like with 𝐂𝐿 and
Did anyone
Sucrose?
forget to bring anything? If not, then let's get going. Dun, 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 dun. Come on.
Wow. Are those ears and tail real? So fluffy.
Careful, bro. She's
All
like
right.
7.
Miss Diona, is there some place in particular you would like to go?
Just call me Diona. Since we're trying to find that thing you saw, why don't we start with the place you saw it last time?
Lead the way, Captain.
Captain? Hey, quit messing around.
Bro. Bub. Oh, that. It's Zhao. I'm gonna get hit the teleporter on us. Tears among the leaves. Where'd Hu Tao go?
Enjoy your inspiration walks. I'm looking forward to some splendid poetry tonight.
Wonder, can we actually read some poetry? Upon thieving heart, its essence lies not in silver nor gold, but gilded nest. This emblem grants the courage to rise and summons the ravens as noble guest. Guess an object. Can I actually guess? Gilded nest. This emblem grants courage to rise and summons the ravens as noble guest. Oh, it's the I would say crest, but I don't know what actually it is. Fuck, where is it? Where are they? Oh, they're not here. It's these. They're insignias. I guess you can only view the riddle, so you can't actually like solve it. Okay. Damn, bro, you were out there training? I won't shoot it. Zhao's around. I probably should have checked around a bit more because I wonder where Hu Tao was. But whatever, I'm sure someone somewhere has a video covering it. I always miss NPCs in these events. Oh, look at my new bullet wings. I'm drippy, bro. Bro, fuck off. That motherfucker launched that shit across the map to try to hit me. Damn meta chose me out here, bro. I am not a Eula, bro. You cannot hit me with that.
Right over there, next to the water. That's where I saw it. But it was a little foggy at the time, so I didn't get a clear look.
Early morning fog and late day
The
fog.
view from here is great, but there's kind of a gloomy atmosphere around here. Is this the kind of place you like to take a walk?
Gloomy? This place seems kind of cool.
I wasn't taking a walk. I come here to train.
Train? Like how knights train for combat?
Yeah.
It's a bit different. As an exorcist of 𝐿𝑖𝑢𝑎, my training involves practicing techniques for the exorcism of evil spirits.
Exorcism?
I've always wanted to demonstrate the power of exorcism, but it's a pity. I've never actually gotten the chance.
You're like Noelle in that regard.
Is 1 in a million. He has pure yang spirit, so as soon as he gets close, evil spirits run and hide.
Him and Shenna have the exact same power.
Isn't that a good thing?
Well, I think him and Shenna have the opposite power. Like, he's a pure yang spirit. I think Shenna's like a pure yang spirit.
It's awful. Have you ever heard of an exorcist that's never seen an evil spirit? A lot of people think I'm a fraud because of this condition of mine.
Yeah, that's why so you're also not used at all in gameplay too.
Your physical constitution is far rarer than the techniques still passed down by exorcists today. You should treasure it.
Conqueror of demons.
Is that a friend of yours?
Kinda.
This is Xiao, an Adeptus of Liyue. An Adeptus? Wow, I've never seen one of those before.
Behold, the equivalent of a Chinese
Mr. Adeptus?
god.
Just call me Xiao.
So, are you here to train too? Or are you out for an inspiration walk?
When I heard about the exorcist's encounter, my suspicions were roused. That's why I'm here.
Motherfucker got that teleport technique down to a pat, bro. No one else got a teleport technique. Well, Mona does, but she never uses. Like, how many people you see in this game teleport?
I've already informed the owner of the inn. If you see anything out of the ordinary, return immediately and leave it to me.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to drag even the Conqueror of Demons into this.
Well, you saw
I
something.
have already patrolled the area and found nothing amiss. Either the anomaly you encountered was no evil spirit, or perhaps it already left.
I guess that means we came all this way for nothing.
So the
If
inspiration.
there's no other business, I'll be taking my leave now.
Come with the inspiration walk with us, bro. And also, like, if there's no other business, we didn't invite you, Zhao. You kind of just showed up. Come on, bro.
Yeah, you should come. There's no one else around here anyway, so you don't need to worry.
But
What? Didn't Zhang say you need to be more close to
If you
friends?
joined us, Adeptus Xiao. It is a rare opportunity, and I have many questions about exorcising evil spirits that I would like to ask you.
Yeah, last time we had to step out during the, lantern rite, the food thing. He's like, I want to talk more with people. Bro, this is your opportunity. You said you wanted to make that New Year's resolution, brother. Come on.
fine.
Look at that.
Seems like this Adeptus is pretty shy. Or maybe all the Adepti in Liyue are like this.
Nah.
Team Changyun has a new member! Yay!
Team Changyun.
What? When did this become my team? Now that Adeptus Xiao is joining us, if anyone's team leader, it should be...
Too bad, Changyun. You're the captain.
Diona, didn't you say you wanted to find some new ingredients? Yeah, I don't get to come to Liyue very often, so I want to gather some new ingredients while I'm here.
It's like a stone
I've
throw
heard
away.
that Liyue's Jueyun chilies can set your throat on fire. Is that true? I'm gonna mix them into my drinks and give it a try.
Fiery juice.
Huh? Julian chilies.
Yeah, ice boy.
I'm not sure that would taste very good.
Really? Perfect! Let's go pick a whole bunch of them.
She still sounds like a 40-year-old white mom, not a 7-year-old kid. I'm never gonna let that down.
As well as Jueyun chilies, I also need some slime condensate or loach pearls.
Loach pearls. You're
Are
gonna
those
get someone
really
to die.
fit for human consumption? This is starting to sound like something Shangling would make.
What is this trial team, bro? This buku ass fucking team. Double cryo with Zhao? And then Hydro Traveler? You're fucking me. They really gave my ass. They really are doing cryo Zhao. What a niche team comp to put.
Okay.
Fucking
This
cryo
should be
Zhao.
Diona, you seem really committed to, making alcoholic drinks available to people of all tastes.
And
What? No, never! I hate alcohol! When grown-ups drink too much, they get that stupid drunk look on their faces, can't speak clearly, and don't even respond properly. Sometimes, they just sleep on the floor all night. Alcohol is the root of all kinds of evil. So, I'm on a mission to mix the most disgusting drink in the whole world and show everyone just how awful alcohol really is. Nothing can stand in my way. If it means coming out to Liyue every day to pick fresh Jueyun chilies, then so be it.
Is it really worth all that effort?
to a child? Yes.
Yeah, because all my previous efforts have failed. Those stinking booze hounds not only haven't woken up to the truth of how bad alcohol is, they even keep praising my drinks. It makes me furious!
But, how is that possible? If this is the kind of stuff you're throwing into their drinks, it must taste absolutely vile, surely.
Surely. Remember, he sense that she's
Calling me
blessed.
a liar. Well, if you don't believe me, I'll fix you a drink right now. Then you'll see.
Huh? No need.
Just you wait.
Oh no. Is she really going to add those Jueyun chilies?
Now she's gonna
If
fry
her
you.
claims are true, perhaps she too possesses a unique constitution of some kind.
Nah, she's just
I don't
blessed.
see how it could have anything to do with her. Unless she's under the influence of some kind of power? Maybe an evil spirit.
Try the opposite.
No, I sense no trace of the demonic in her. Although there are traces of something else. Something rather special. In Liyue, we might say this child has adeptal affinity.
Interesting.
It's ready. Here, I made one for Xiao too.
Oh boy. Look at that color. Yep. She definitely added Jueyun chilies.
What's wrong? You're not allergic to anything, are you?
Both these assholes got to
Don't
drink
worry.
it.
There isn't even any alcohol in it. It's a slime condensate base with a seasoning of Jueyun chilies and finished with frog legs.
What did you use this?
Surely there's no way this can possibly taste good.
Don't be like, don't voice yourselves. We know what it tastes like. It's gonna be good no matter what. Oh. Damn, homie hit that shit with a golf.
Xiao downed it in a single gulp. Oh, great. If the Conqueror of Demons drank it, it'd be rude of me to refuse. Oh.
Changyan drank his too. Is he gonna be okay?
His energy levels?
This drink is...
But the drink will be beast.
Delicious.
Damn, you got the
It does
star
have a
on
touch
us.
of Jueyun chili, but it isn't at all overpowering. It's completely different from Xiangling's cooking or those drinks Xingqiu makes to mess with me. It's crisp and refreshing, with just a hint of numbness, and the Jueyun chili flavor combines with the smooth but not slimy texture of the frog legs to form a heavenly mixture. And oh, the slimes! Can we talk about the slimes? Before this, I never knew that they had such a pure and herby taste, like fresh grass after the rain. The power and purity of nature distilled into a cup. Amazing! Simply unbelievable!
Get this nigga a popsicle.
That's right. Slimes are absolutely sublime.
What is with you and eating slimes, Fatma?
I failed again. But wait, what's gotten into Chongyun? He's been so quiet up until now.
Nope, his energies are debalanced.
I'm great, and I gotta try another. Diona, if you please, one more.
Nah, this dude's gonna explode if you make him another.
Okay. I think I've calmed down a bit. I'm sorry. I can't believe I let you all see me like that.
Bro, we saw his
It's
not
fine.
psychokinetic side,
My
his
fault
other
for not
side.
checking your spice tolerance first. Oh, looks like this pure yang spirit isn't such a great thing to have after all.
Body temperature
Actually,
rises, his
before I
constitution
drank
and
it,
mind
I
changes.
very much doubted what you said about your drinks.
It's like Layla.
Who'd have thought it? Diona and Chongyun are actually kind of similar.
He has more in common with Noelle, but we're not gonna see that.
What's wrong?
Look over there.
What is it?
You mean the leaf?
Something's written on it.
Ain't no way, bro.
What? You can see that from over here?
Motherfucker got fucking 80-80 vision, bro. 100-100.
I don't get swept away!
What level? Oh, I was gonna that's not a normal Zhao to have that many dashes.
There's a poem written on it.
That's like a C something.
The Conqueror of Demons has truly amazing vision.
That's not normal vision.
Paimon!
Shut up, Paimon. The night sky that blossomed with flowers. The stars that night hummed like bees, in search of nectar and search nectar and dreams. And we that night were as new as the dew, under moonlight flowing like silken honey. Our words sweet as we sat by the spring, but I turned and left you alone. The poem in my heart left unspoken, and since then the stars do not twinkle. The moon is ice cold. I hide them neath the water, but your tears fall and find them. Like in the first half there, it got me with like flowers, bees, dreams, and then it fucking just lost rhyming stanza, but it is still.
Sounds like the author is writing about the first time they met their true love.
When you put that on a dead leaf,
Although the following lines suggest that they didn't end up together.
that shit go kinda hard, bro.
Why write a poem on a fallen leaf? The flowing waters are ruthless. They carry the leaves away with the current. This poem would likely have vanished into the void had we not found it. It makes no sense to me.
And sometimes people write shit to express themselves.
That's true. I've heard 𝐿𝐴𝐿 say something similar before.
Sometimes,
When there's
like these
things that
videos
you're
I
unable
make.
to say, or just never had the chance to say before it was too late, if it can be put on paper, it can be expressed as poetry.
Like these videos. Nobody watches this shit, so I can say whatever I want. They're not made for anybody, which is why they're unwatchable.
Is it kind of like wishing at a fountain? I used to do that sometimes when I was little. So that means
Comment
that
down
our
below if you
mystery
are
poet
hearing
was
me say
probably
this.
hoping that someone
Spoilers,
would read
there's
it,
no one
right?
watching.
You think? Then should we write a poem in reply?
But we don't know who wrote it. How can we reply?
Why not go upstream?
Upstream? Why?
Well, it certainly came
The ink
downstream.
looks fresh. It can't have been written too long ago.
Yeah, I doubt
This
a
withered
floating
leaf floated
leaf.
down with the current. If we travel further upstream and drop a leaf into the same waters, it should be carried down past the original writer.
Or we could just find the original writer.
Aw, this is so romantic! Communicating with a mystery person using poems on fallen leaves!
What do you know about romance,
How
child?
do we make sure that they'll receive it?
We can write extra copies and drop the leaves in different places. As they say, where there's a will, there's a way. Surely at least one of our leaves will find a path.
Doubtful, but
Either
we'll try
way,
it.
it's our only option.
Then let's make like a tree and head upstream!
I don't think trees. I mean, I know the phrase is make like a tree and move, but upstream's this way. Is upstream that way? The water doesn't actually flow in this fucking game. No, it does. It is flowing that way. Okay, so this is upstream. Wait, that means they got around these rocks and ended up there? How? No way it floated upstream that direction.
The night is cold.
Too bad her shield doesn't allow her to, like, walk on water. Oh, nice. Yeah, if you made it this far, write a poem in the comments. Oh, you meant all the way upstream, brother. Oh. Jesus, this game sometimes. Bro, how are we... Whatever. Whatever, I mean... That's probably awesome. When I think upstream, look at what we found. We found that shit here. What do you think about that? Here's where it was. It was like over here. Which means it flowed from here to... Well, obviously, it flowed somewhere from around here. But, like, if you're putting it upstream, they probably dropped it from here. Why the hell would they drop it on this side and it would float across? Even if we left it here, there's no way in hell someone would find it. You would drop it on the right side of the bank. Or, well, if you're looking from the ocean, the left side.
Upstream, up we go! Oh, did you think of what to write yet?
Already finished. Amidst the dark fireflies aglow, pebbles unmoved by the stream's flow. If words yet remain and love holds the last, against the world can the small stand fast. In honeyed moonlight may you once more bask. Damn, bro, I'm beast.
Great! Now give it here, and Paimon will toss it into the water!
Taimonal. Glad how, like, her speech pattern is actually recognized. You should actually throw it in the middle, too. What is it, bro? Seems like the idea of getting involved is
Things you
good.
never had the chance to say before it was too late. When silence is the final word, we mourn the loss of things unheard.
Hey, bro. I know all of your brothers and sisters are dead. You should try writing something about them.
I have little talent for, nor knowledge of poetry.
That's the point of this event.
The leaf's in the water! Look, it's like a little boat! Merrily, merrily down the stream, life is but a dream.
Jesus. We're really just
We
doing
should
nursery
probably pick up the
rhymes.
pace. We still have a few more leaves to set afloat, and we need to get back before it gets dark.
Okay, let's go! Uh-huh. What's this? You two having a private chat?
Yeah, we're gay. Keep scrolling.
No, it's nothing. I just hope this isn't all in vain.
Some time ago in a team. Yes, okay. I'm glad we get to see these two interact. Oh, these three. This is gonna be daytime now? Yeah, reverse the time.
The scenery here is quite beautiful. Let's pause here to seek some inspiration.
Should we set up camp? Oh, please wait a moment. I'll pitch the tent.
We're not staying out here for that long.
It's an inspiration walk. There's no need for all that.
Okay. Well, I'll conduct reconnaissance nearby to ensure this area is safe and see if I can't scavenge any firewood or food while I'm at it.
We're not staying out here for that long.
Reconnaissance?
It means survey the environment and plan our route forward. It's the foundation of all operations while out in the wild.
Bro, the motherfucker got the poetry, book writing, chivalrous boy from town got stuck with the two military units.
Are all inspiration walks in Mondstadt this complicated? They're acting like this is completely normal. Am I the weirdo here? In that case, I'll conduct reconnaissance with Mika.
Huh? Oh, okay then. Crumbs. Now I have to try and make small talk. Should I mention the scenery? The weather?
He's got the Zhao style
leave the camp to me.
vision on the wrist, or on the hand, the gauntlet.
So, 𝐂𝐿𝐴, do you, go on inspiration walks often, or
I do. I always get bored when I'm cooped up at home, so I head out for a stroll. Life gets busy. You have to steal a moment of leisure when you can.
Cool. Oh, over there, firewood.
Well, Noelle got some.
Have fun, you two. I'll have the tent set up soon.
Did Noelle always have them? I mean, she clearly did, because models don't change in this game, but I just don't remember her having the shoulder
Body
pauldron
and mind.
on the left shoulder. Precision strike! Where is this combo strike? Only unit in the game to fight actually two-handed with the spear, which is interesting because he fights like it would be a pike, like a pike fighter.
No, my sword!
Final warning.
Ring cutter!
Did I miss my shot? That shit looks like it took forever to shot. I guess I hit. Dry firewood. That looks like some fucking kindling, bro. That is not firewood. Interesting. He has the is this my Xing? It is my Xing, that's fine.
With this wood and the food I brought along, we can definitely put together a decent lunch.
So we got 3
You've
berries.
got quite a knack at wilderness survival. I'll give you that.
Thanks. I was on an expedition with the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius for a while.
Brag
not
about
too
it,
long ago.
Chocobo boy.
I was in charge of surveying and mapping.
Oh? You sound like a character from an adventure novel. Charging across the world, sword in hand.
Actually, use a spear.
No, I'm nowhere near as amazing as all that.
Duval and feather.
If I really run into a powerful enemy, I always leave it for someone stronger to deal with.
It's just about that the reconnaissance company wears ties. Oh, Eula has a tie, Mika has a tie. Such a like a little quirk. They have like the feather and a tie.
You're too modest, Mika. A hero is measured not by the blood on his sword, but by what's in his heart.
Yeah.
As long as a righteous
Real.
heart that yearns to aid others beats within your chest, no matter where you go or what you have achieved, you may be called a hero.
That all sounded pretty profound. Oh, I've never even thought about any of that before.
Yeah, bro.
Hello?
Like she does
Are
knives.
you okay? Maybe we should return, lest Noelle be forced to wait on us.
Don't worry, she's used to waiting.
Sure.
She's been waiting 3 years to be a knight. Bro, like, I feel like, bro, when's Noelle gonna be made a knight? Bro, half past never, bro. She's never gonna be made a knight. Then they had to release 5-star Noelle. and you don't.
Body and mind.
Damn, well, that ain't ever happening. Where's my free Mika from this event, bro? She built this entire fucking tent. Where did she have that stored? In her gap, bro? Like,
You're
where
back.
was it?
Did everything go smoothly? Do you need a cloth to wipe the sweat from your brow?
No need, thanks. All clear. There's no danger in the vicinity.
We killed the danger, bro.
Noelle, your cooking is amazing. Every single dish is so tasty.
He's risen her, bro.
Truly astounding.
That's why they said people got
I never
no
imagined it
was
was
stolen
possible
away.
to enjoy such a satisfying meal in the great outdoors.
Cox by Mika.
Really? Then what do you usually eat when you're out on an inspiration walk?
Oh, well, since I usually sneak out from home, I just grab some dried snacks to take with me. Add in whatever fruit I pick along the way, and that's my lunch.
By sneaking out, you mean running away from home?
That's right. Or sometimes I'll tell a cover story like, I'm going out to take care of business.
But if you get caught, won't you get disciplined?
Just don't get caught.
So, just don't get caught.
Yeah, that's right.
Hmm.
This nigga crazy.
Anyway, did anything interesting come up while you were out scouting?
Well, Xingqiu and I talked about what it means to be a hero. Now that I think about it, by Xingqiu's definition, you should be considered a hero too, Noelle.
Huh? Me?
Slutty.
You're always happy to help everyone in the Knights of Favonius. Not only that, but whenever we're out training, you help out the citizens of Mondstadt.
Technically, if you want to go by canon endings, Hangout number 2, she was like not the first, obviously, but one of the few knights to actually have a story written about her in Liyue, because you bring her there, and it's like the knight that can destroy everything, destroy the monster in one hit. And then she gets embarrassed because the dude's embellishing the story. But technically, if you go by that's an actual ending you got, and so that's one of the real endings and events that happened, then yeah, Noelle would be a knight that they tell stories about.
Oh, remember that time when a giant boulder was blocking the road?
A white-haired
You
knight,
cut it in
yes.
two with a single blow.
Oh? Sounds like she has both a heroic spirit and incredible martial prowess.
Yeah, her and Shanna, white-haired
Don't.
women, be strong as
Please
shit.
don't praise me like that. We should talk about what we came here to do. Finding inspiration.
But you're an inspiration.
Miss Hu Tao said something about pocketing our poetic thoughts. But so far, all we've done is gather some firewood and cook lunch. I have no idea what to write.
You can write about anything. Looking at Core Lapis, one can't help but wonder if one's own heart is as bright and clear as jade. Observing silk, so bright and beautiful, one pauses to consider whether it ever feels the sadness and sorrow that humans do.
So we have
What
to
a
connect our
thoughtful,
internal
colorful
world
person.
with
Don't know
the
why he has that
external one?
bitch-ass haircut.
Exactly. But that's just one of many possible methods. Perhaps you might gaze out at the bridge in the distance and see a woman leaning on the railing, looking as if her heart is laden by sorrows that even the rushing waters below cannot wash away.
Oceanid person, oceanid person.
Wait, I saw her at the gala yesterday. She wrote one of the riddles we answered.
But we
Why
get
don't we go
Zhao,
say hi?
and they get the fucking oceanid lady. I wonder how many people are baited into thinking that it's Zhao and the oceanid lady that are trying to communicate with each other.
Hello, ma'am. How fortuitous it is that we meet again.
Hello. Are you here on your inspiration walk too?
Yes. Allow me to introduce ourselves. I am Xingqiu. And this
Xingqiu.
is Noelle and Mika.
Xingqiu. I say his
Thank you
name
for
right all the time.
accepting our answer to your riddle yesterday.
Oh, don't mention it. It's all in good fun. I'm Kelly Rowe.
Kelly Rowan.
So, Miss Kelly Rowe, are you from Fontaine?
That's right. I was traveling in the area and just happened to see there was a poetry event being held at Stone Gate. It looked fun, so I thought I'd drop in.
Well, how did he figure
Your
that out?
riddle yesterday made quite an impression on me. It was uniquely evocative. Have you studied Liyue poetry before?
I haven't, actually. I've just picked up a few things here and there from chatting with people throughout my travels. Amazing! So you're a natural poet.
We noticed you standing on the bridge from quite some distance away. Are you drawing poetic inspiration from the flowing current beneath your feet?
Jump in, lady.
I haven't finished my poem yet. The water here was just so peaceful and calming. I stopped for a moment and lost myself in admiring it.
Well, since we're all here, why not head back with us to the venue for tonight's festivities? It's getting late after all.
Huh? Are you sure?
We can walk and talk. Perhaps the mingling of ideas will give rise to new inspiration.
I'd personally like to hear Miss 𝐂𝐿𝐴 couplet. I'm sure I can learn something. Well, if you're all in agreement, I've got no reason not to join you.
Join us, lady. They put her as a trial character. Fuck you, bro. Let me get her as a trial character, bro. Yeah, the other assholes aren't back yet.
The first team is back, right on schedule.
Probably the first team. Let's see.
The others have yet to return?
Now they're throwing shit into the river like car batteries.
Let's hurry!
We're not too late, are we?
Missed it. It's
How
disqualified.
far did
Thrown
you all
out.
go?
Everyone catch your breath. Come on, deep breaths. 1, 2. Now, don't panic. The party hasn't started
He's
yet.
right, bro. Hope I jump up like his go. We went 2 months, that nigga.
We made it! Oh, Paimon's exhausted.
Bro, they keep doing this like, you get tired from flying. We literally learned in the damn desert. She got exhausted because it was harder for her to fly in the desert. If someone is floating, it can't be harder for them to fly, which means she has to be propelling herself off the ground. That's the only way for her flying to get more difficult above sand. The same way it's difficult to walk on sand because it's unstable ground. So she's not flying. Even Albedo said this. She had the elemental energy in her is enough to fucking flip a waterfall opposite direction. She's literally propelling herself off the ground. She isn't flying. Why do they keep acting like she's flying when they wrote lore for it that she's not flying? She's propelling herself, which is why she gets tired and why it's a conscious effort. Now, people are gonna say, but when she goes to sleep, she still floats. I don't fucking know how it works, bro, but she isn't flying in the traditional sense.
Paimon gets tired if she has to fly too fast. Oh, not to mention dropping all those leaves. Paimon's hands are cramping up.
You dropped like 5
Sounds
leaves.
like someone needs to exercise more.
But she doesn't do anything.
You guys picked up a new teammate while you were out?
Yep.
Indeed. This is 𝐂𝐿𝐴. I believe you'll remember her from yesterday, though you weren't introduced.
Hi, everyone.
I can't believe they named a character during a poetry event fucking Cali-ho, bro. Literally fucking art ho from California. Kinda crazy. Kinda go hard.
Hello, but you're not the only ones who's called in reinforcements. Look who we got!
We got your imagination, because that nigga ain't showing up.
Wait. Xiao? Where'd he go? Xiao, come on out!
He is not coming to your voice. Look like a puppet.
Now that we've all regrouped, let's... Scratch that. Looks like we're still waiting on my co-host.
Where is she? Yeah, she hasn't shown up.
They say roosters crow at first light, and finches go to bed at night. But Director 𝐻𝐿's always on the ball. Anytime, anywhere, she'll answer your call.
How would she tell us on my balls?
Are the theatrics really necessary? We're already on day 2 of the festival. The opening ceremony is over.
Isn't this shit like 3 days anyways?
But my dear, dear Paimon, it seems you are not yet aware. That was not for my own sake, but for a special guest who's joining us today.
Director 𝐻𝐿's manner is as exuberant as ever.
Nah,
It
bro.
always makes quite an impression.
I got the grandpa out here.
Oh boy! Now this is a surprise.
More archive
Mr.
interactions.
Zhongli, I hope you are well.
Xingqiu, what can you tell me about Mr. Zhongli? He seems like somebody very important.
Yes, he's held in very high regard in Liyue Harbor. He's extremely erudite in many different domains of knowledge.
Okay, I mean, like, it's just funny. It's like, he looks very important. But it's like, he's very highly regarded. What exactly does he do again? I know he's an assistant director to the funeral parlor, but like, I guess he's just known by everyone as being an extremely, like, he's known as like a very knowledgeable old man who's like around there, and he's works at the funeral parlor. He's also the only one who can do the fucking adeptus rites. So I guess he would be held in high regard. But it's like, he looks very important. It's like, what exactly does he do again?
Allow me to introduce you all to Zhongli, a consultant at the Walt. His expertise is limitless, stretching from the celestial orbs to the terrestrial ores, spanning modern and ancient culture, delving into literature both prosaic and poetic.
Does she know he's the Archon? Or was the Archon? Or was Rex Lapis? Because I swear to God, like, she tried to deduce Venti and what he was. And she was able to correctly deduce that Baiju was creating more seals of life. So she's pretty smart.
He may be my subordinate, but he is certainly a qualified poetry expert. And so, we have invited him here tonight to judge the compositions.
He's a consultant.
The director exaggerates. I am but vaguely acquainted with a few lines of classical poetry. Should you consider me to be remiss in my appraisal of your own compositions, please correct me.
Yeah, enough with the modesty already. If I didn't know better, I'd say you seemed nervous. Just focus on judging.
Please rest assured that I shall rise to the occasion, Director.
Rise. Also, she's the only Chinese character that goes, It's a very common Chinese thing. Yeah, she's the only one who does, I guess. And she's also like not even a very traditional character too. For her to say that, it's a very like Oriental grandma, older Chinese woman type thing, older Asian woman type thing. But and the older Asian man, like older Asian in general. But she's the only one who does it. I wish we had like more characters do it.
Let me do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great! Equal numbers on both sides.
Also, I like how with the dynamic between Hu Tao and Zhongli is. People are right, it's like grandpa and granddaughter. But I swear, bro, the Farina and Neuvillette is like father and daughter. Which I find funny. I'm telling you, if people are like, well, what are you gonna call the Farina Neuvillette team? Bro, I'm gonna drop the lore piece, I'm gonna drop the name of it, and I don't care what you people call it, I'm calling it the father-daughter fucking Kamehameha team. That is the name of the Farina and Neuvillette team. It's the father-daughter Kamehameha team. There's nothing else to call it.
Huh? Are you counting me too?
Join us.
Okay, fine. But consider this a favor.
No, you're just joining us.
With our Fontaine friend present,
Also, she has her belly button
perhaps we
exposed.
should rename this event to the Three Nations Congenial Poetry Gala. Also, I'm just noticing that Paimon should only count as a half teammate at most. That kind of puts Team Traveler at a bit of a disadvantage.
Is that a racial joke? Is that racist? Is that speciesist? That's gotta be like motivated by hate.
Well, how about this? I'll join in as well. Director Hu Tao, here to help out in your hour of greatest need. What does everyone think?
I think you want to show off this Mr. Zhongli.
The more the merrier. Being the host of the festival shouldn't stop you from having the chance to enjoy it like the rest of us.
Yeah, it's not that kind of competition.
Then it's settled. Everyone else in the audience, feel free to join in too and support your favorite team.
What about me? Shall I keep track of the score?
Look at the Archon,
No
buddy.
need for that. The teams are just a formality. We're all friends here, and this isn't intended to be competitive. But what do you think, Judge Zhongli?
Make it a competition.
I concur, Director.
Oh.
Moreover, it would be disingenuous to impose upon our friends from Mondstadt and Fontaine a competition in which they are judged on how rigorously they can adhere to Liyue poetic conventions. Since this is a congenial poetry gala, should we not begin with inspiration and finish with friendly conversation? The aim being for all participants to enjoy themselves.
It's not a competition. That's what that boils down
That's a
to.
relief. I was so nervous about this, but it sounds like it's gonna be pretty relaxed.
It's a poetry.
Couldn't have asked for a better judge. Zhongli said everything I was supposed to say, only far more eloquently. So, without further ado, I shall pass the baton to Venti.
No problem.
Who's paying for all this? I know it's not empty.
Friends old and new, put on your thinking caps and take a deep breath of fresh air. The second stage of our poetry gala will now commence. Matching couplets.
Let's go. Couplet matching.
Perhaps I could break the ice with a humble contribution
Right, this
to
nigga
inspire others to share their brilliance.
wants to be the front and
Please
center.
listen to the first line in the couplet. Lounging in luxury inside a 𝐂𝐿𝐌𝐿 kiosk booth, delighting in countless contemporary tastes.
What?
What?
Managed to think of one already? Oh, he seems like a real expert at
Mika's
this.
right, bro. I'm gonna fucking whip that one out.
𝐂𝐿𝐌𝐿𝐄𝐍𝐓𝐃. Should that be paired with Lily Pavilion? Or are they too similar for a couplet? Oh, this is pretty difficult.
Aren't they competitors?
𝐂𝐿𝐌𝐿𝐄𝐍𝐓 kiosk. Contemporary tastes? I guess I should pair the modernity of their VIP
Modernity.
dining experience with an
Reject
emblem of the
modernity.
past. Ah! Maybe where I was training that one time. That was quite ancient. The weather was terrible that day. Okay, I got something.
That sounds like it's gonna be bad, bro. You can compare
Surrounded
food.
by history, outside a Tianheng Pass pavilion, as lightning sets the boundless tenebrous skies ablaze.
Wow, Chongyun completed the couplet!
I mean, did he though?
𝐂𝐿𝐌𝐿𝐄𝐍𝐓 Kiosk is a renowned modern restaurant, while the mountain pass of Tianheng is a prominent historical landmark. These two iconic locations form a complementary pair. The imagery also contrasts rather well between the two halves of the couplet, one half describing a leisurely and comfortable indoor scene, the other portraying a hazardous outdoor scenario where there is no protection from the elements.
Huh? I was just describing what I experienced that day. I guess I just got lucky.
Contrast to
All right,
former
then.
couplet.
I guess I'll start the next couplet. Mind pines for Mingyun, flesh confined to Qingse, spirit striding high on Zheyun's clouds.
Oh, Chongyun, you dark horse. Looks like you came to play today.
What does
This
that
conjures
mean,
the
bro?
image of one with lofty aspirations, whose life is limited to a small town, but who awaits the opportunity to one day ascend above the clouds. The use of various locations for their symbolism is quite novel indeed.
Oh! Soul shines like jade stone, dressed in finest silkware. Lucent heart still beats within me now.
Wow, how did Noelle do that?
Bro, she just took everything that
A
motherfucker said.
superb line. It employs the metaphor of precious stone to describe one of noble and moral character, with a pure and clear heart. The symbolism in this case is centered around objects, truly the work of a skilled poet.
That was a commendable couplet.
All thanks to your guidance while we were out on our inspiration walk.
Bro, this team's crushing
I'd
us,
like to
bro.
start the next couplet.
Nah.
Up into the misty karst, down among the grassy marsh, all for lotus seed and bird egg soup.
Lotus seed and bird egg soup? What is it, Diona? Did you think of a second line for the couplet? No. Everyone's poems are so complicated. I need more time just to understand them. But when I heard lotus seed and bird egg soup, it made me think of berry and mint burst. Maybe because I mixed a similar drink recently.
Berry and mint burst. There ain't no way that could have been bad. How did you fuck it? That's all I got.
North beyond the Starfell Lake. South across the windswept plains. Just for berries squeezed and mint infused.
No wonder everyone praises the traveler so highly.
Motherfucker
He
talks.
answered so quickly.
Both halves of this couplet require intimate knowledge of the terrain in question and the local plants that may be found there. The two of you are clearly both seasoned travelers.
Now we spent a whole year in this
Mean
bitch.
I helped? Meowza!
Meowza. Fucking Jewish cat. Thank you. You saved the day, Diana.
Hey now, Zhongli, don't just praise everything you hear. You should question and press them a bit. Don't worry about upsetting anyone. After all, I'm here to take the heat.
Then allow me to try another.
Damn, bro.
Qingxin has no heart. Still, it soothes the human heart.
Is she talking about the medicinal effects of Qingxin? This is a hard one to match.
Hu Tao, match it so he can crack you on you. Shao up there.
Sweet dream is no dream, yet it nurtures people's dreams.
Sweet dream. Does that really match?
Since the suitability of the match has been queried, I shall act according to the director's wishes and ask you, what is the link between Sweet Dream and Genshin?
Sweet dreams of dessert made with Genshin.
Oh, you mean eating a delicious dessert before bed will make you sleep well, right? You're amazing!
Bruh, fuck off, game. This game loves to dick ride this dude. The fact that his theme, when you first meet him, was called Lover's Oath.
Then I agree.
Designed for
the
Lumion
two
Cock.
halves of the couplet match. This point is well deserved.
Nice, we're
Points
crushing
for
it.
me, points for thee. This judge gives out points for free. But if you ask me, everyone's being a little too conventional so far. Let's push the envelope a little. Go nuts!
Mika, fuck it up.
Oh? In that case, why don't you finish this one for me, Hu Tao? Round moon in the heavens, full moon at night. Celebrate with circle of friends.
Hi, Quinn Quartet.
Ooh, square meals in the basement. Big bowls of rice. Decorate with cuboids of meat.
Huh? What the?
Ah, we have ourselves a pedant's couplet.
Pedant.
The two halves have no thematic connection, yet each word has its perfect parallel, meaning the two halves do form a cohesive whole. The strict pairings make this no easier to achieve than a thematically coherent couplet.
Blah, 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 blah. Silver points. Zhongli, just tell me if I got a point or not.
Jesus.
Of course you did.
She's an average
I
Genshin
presumed
player.
it went without saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Through Cheongji, I walked 100 miles.
Oh, I walk
At
100.
Guili, I ended my march. In Dihua, the silver grass grows in two styles, but horsetails don't trot out the marsh.
From vendors, I bought some 15 steaks. At dinner, I sizzled the lots. At pressure, the tenderloin cooks in 2 ticks, but 15 won't fit in the pot.
Huh?
Bro, he's getting upstaged by Hu Tao.
So that's a pedant's couplet. I think she can do that too. I thought of one.
But she went in difficulty 7.
Folks can't hook Baron Bunny. Aw, that's a cute couplet.
Sweet flowers can't outsweet Sister Barbara.
Fucking monsters.
Now, that's the passion we like to see. Although, unfortunately, your response was technically one word too long.
In that case, Whopper flowers can't whop Jumpy Dumpty.
Oh, this monster's got talents.
As if anyone knows what these
I'm
phrases
so
mean.
relieved I at least managed to get one.
These are monster-specific phrases.
Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of clear springs.
The next one better say Wanderer's Grove at the
Came
end.
up with another one. Come on, match the couplet. Paimon knows you can do it.
Why don't you try it, you damn silver fairy?
Do you really think Paimon has what it takes?
It's time to get pedantic.
Fine, Paimon will give it a whirl. Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of clear springs. Seething in the pouring rain, sword of pain swipes at my foe.
I hope I
beating
clap
up
before she's
the
done.
eye of the storm.
Good enough.
What? Really?
Fuck if I know.
Yes, very good. The image of challenging powerful foes in the harshest of conditions seemed to manifest before my eyes, and it was perfectly juxtaposed against the atmosphere of leisurely reading with a cup of freshly brewed tea.
Really? Maybe Paimon has a knack for this after all.
Bro, Mika's like, oh, I'm glad I got one. Paimon's like, oh, I got one. I mean, I'm a genius.
It appears that my services as a judge are no longer needed.
And now it's a real event. People are having a happy time. In high spirits, the laughter and clubs continue to the night. As the host declares the day's over, the crowd reluctantly disperses.
Paimon's so happy! Paimon managed to match a bunch of couplets at the end. You did hear them all, right?
No, Paimon, I didn't.
I really enjoyed myself too. Oh, I never knew 𝐿𝑝𝐿's couplet poetry was so much fun.
You were amazing today, Noelle. You did so many couplets. Paimon especially liked your one about reading Heart of Clear Springs. Paimon never could have thought of that.
What's up, Art Ho?
Miss Kelly Roy, are you okay? You look like you're getting tired.
You only maintained the human form for so long.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Although, I do have a question I'd like to ask.
What if I wasn't human?
Have all of you read Heart of Clear Springs?
To be honest, I don't actually read any of the books in the game, even though I know the lore behind them.
I haven't actually read it.
Exactly, me either. But
My dad told me the story once. It's about a spring fairy and a young boy.
Oh yes, the story of a spring fairy who left her homeland and met a boy under the moonlight in a faraway land. The boy poured out his heart to her, and she listened to his stories. Over time, the boy grew up and began to develop feelings for the spring fairy. But the spring fairy didn't understand human love and was afraid that making a promise to him would ultimately end in tragedy. And so, I don't know if Diona's father mentioned the part about the kiss to her.
oh, it's just
In the
kissing.
end, the spring fairy left the boy and was never heard from again.
Oh yes, that's it. Many years went by, and the boy became an old man. But he never stopped believing that the fairy was real, and not just a dream.
Sounds like a tragic tale.
Sounds like the type of fairy tale that was real that
The
bypassed
fairy in the story.
cycle resets.
I'm sure she made her decision with the best of intentions, but the boy couldn't hope to understand why she left. It's a shame that the misunderstanding never got cleared up.
Well, do you think she should go back and see that boy again, if she ever had another chance?
Now? But isn't he an old man by the end of the story?
Isn't it a bit late? What if it just led to more regrets? Oh, sorry. Oh, maybe I'm being too pessimistic.
Yeah, you're being a realist now.
Paimon was that boy. Actually, Paimon would definitely want to see the spring fairy again, no matter how old Paimon got. After all, she's the love of his life, right?
I see.
Oh? Looks like the party's still going strong over here. Are you coming up with more couplets? Need my help?
Nope.
Stick to hosting, Tone Deaf Bard.
Jeez.
If you get involved, you'll only match every couplet yourself and not leave any for the rest of us.
Damn, bro. So
I
hostile.
never knew you had such a high opinion of my abilities, Paimon. But the couplet games are all over now. Tomorrow's theme is freestyle poetry.
No, no, I don't want to hear freestyle and who tell in the same
Do we
sentence.
have to share our own poems with everyone?
Yes.
That's right. If you're not feeling confident, don't worry. It's never too late to register for Venti's Poetry Cram class.
My cram class, I'd end up with the dick in your ass.
Oh, me too.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on there, Buster. Before you start peddling your classes, just how much freedom is there with this freestyle poetry exactly?
Paimon's
Are
super
there any
cute.
requirements at all?
There's gotta be something.
It's as free as the winds that blow. And there's nothing freer. There are no limits to genre, form, content, or anything else. So long as it comes from the heart, you're welcome to put it into poetry.
As long as it's actual
Give it a
poetry.
try. There's no better chance to express your innermost thoughts.
Whoa, that's almost too much freedom. Paimon can't decide which way to go. Our travels, or maybe all the food that the travelers cooked for Paimon. Will
No,
you
no.
cook too, Kelly Roy? Paimon wants to see what you write.
Oh, yes. I'll be there.
Just gotta maintain your form.
Ugh, my nose is starting to itch again. Alright, I shall leave you to privately ponder your poems and bid you all good night.
Now, so you know,
See you tomorrow.
she's a real cat, because this shit gets fucked up around her. Day 2 complete. Good thing that woman definitely isn't the spring fairy. Definitely. Let's see. Harmony? A phone. Once plentiful in roamed meadows and far, above silk flowers did waters hold it dear, and pots them around. What the hell is it saying? Guess the plant. I don't actually know about. Fucking whopper flower. I'm not actually reading the fucking. I know you can find people in different places, but I wonder where they're actually at. What is the guard a part of the poetry event? Now let's walk around for a bit. Let's see if we can't find some people. Is it just... sleeping, huh? I wonder, yeah, where is everyone else? You gotta be staying somewhere, right? Maybe they're at the inn. I didn't even think about that. I mean, everything else is at the inn, right? I know I already missed a bunch of voice lines for day 1, so...
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste.
Oh man, as long as dialogue. No, cut that off, cut that off.
Water possesses a depth of...
I had the question mark just in case. Part of the deal.
Any other. Sumeru's water
Ow.
has a rich and complex flavor.
I believe he's in... I see one, I know one's in Springville. What's the wrong one? Yeah, he's in Springville. The scam artist. Oh, I thought he was here. I could have sworn someone was in here. At Springville. Unless it's during the day. Well, we have to wait anyway, so let's see if it's during the day. What was it, 8? No, I guess there's no old man. Oh, there he is. Springberry. 40 years? What are you, 60 now?
Fountain spirit.
Spring Fairy, huh? Is this guy always here though? Well, enough of that. Let's return to Stonegate. Let's get ready for the second half of the quest. Whoop.